Feliz Navidad. Welcome to the 2025 Whiskey Advent Calendar. My name is Chris. This is Anthony and also Chris. We're excited to bring another calendar. I know nobody watches these videos other than us. But we
have 9 views on YouTube.
Yeah, but we have a lot of fun making them. In order to kind of facilitate some of the drinking this time, we are introducing the first 4 bottles from the calendar in this one video. So if you want to be able to drink them one at a time and not be surprised by what they are, then we'll have a separate list that you can just go and reference. And then after the 4 days, you'll probably just want to watch this on repeat. So with that said, the 4 bottles that we are blinding today are the Baker's 13, which is a $150 bourbon that is alcohol content is 53.5%. A Highwest Bourye, same company that makes Midwinter's Night Dram. Bourye is a combination of bourbon and rye. It is bottled at 46% and $125. A Russel's Reserve, a very special Russel's Reserve that was specifically picked by Eddie Russel, the former head of Russel's himself. Head distiller, Wild Turkey, went and tasted this bottle himself, and then we were able to buy it at specs for about $60. It is bottled at 55%. And then the last one is a Roseville Rye. Roseville Rye is the house brand of MGP. If you go to a store and buy rye, like 50-60% of the ryes on the shelf are MGP. A lot of the time what people do is buy MGP rye and then bottle it themselves and then charge twice as much. This is the house brand version of MGP. I absolutely would recommend picking up a house brand MGP rye. This one is $60 and bottled at 118%. What we'll be doing in this video is attempting to pick out which ones we think are which and ranking them based on our personal preference. So we have already gone through and drank these. I think we've kind of got some notes together. So Anthony, you want to start us off and kind of talk through what you think?
Sure. I'd like to correct Chris. He said 118%. He got proof. Minor detail. Okay.
And Tokaji.
It's definitely Tokaji. For those who don't know how to pronounce Tokaji, it's definitely pronounced exactly how it's written, Tokaji. It's not, but look it up. Anyways, okay, so real quick, I have the bottles or the different pours. So the first thing is just bottle selection. Which one do I think is which? I think this one is the MGP Rye. It is the classic rye, lots of mint and dill. It definitely has some proof on it. I think this one is the MGP. This one I think is Baker's. It has a bit of like a peanut flavor to it, which is
so you did get the peanut eventually.
Eventually I got the peanut, which is to me...
Who makes Baker's? Is it Jim Beam?
It's Jim Beam. Jim Beam, to me and to Riley, we get like that peanut nutty flavor. I think this is the Baker's. I think this one is the Russell's bourbon. And then this one I think is the Highwest Bourye. It doesn't really smell rye-ish on the nose, but as I sip it, it's the lowest proof of the group. It tastes the lowest proof to me, and I get a little bit of like the hint of like that mint on the finish. So I think this is the High West.
Is this an order of your favorite to least favorite?
It's not. So it's not an order of necessarily my favorite. Actually, now that I think about my favorite to least favorite, this one I think is probably my least favorite. It is the lowest proof, and the flavor is just lacking for me. It's not bad. It's just it tastes watered down, which is to me indicative of something that's in like the 90 proof range. I don't think it's bad, but I think this is probably my least favorite. I think the MGP might be my favorite. Whatever this one is, I think might be my favorite. It is a higher proof. It's a good rye. I like ryes quite a bit, and so this one I think it's a good proof. I think this one might be my favorite. Out of these two here, the Bakers and the Russells.
Don't rush it. We can come back.
I do have a thing for Jim Beam, and I do like I I love that peanut flavor that I get from a lot of Jim Beam products. So I'm gonna say this actually might be in order, which I didn't rank it that way to begin with. I was just trying to pick what I thought was what. But I guess for now, I'd say it actually might be in order of what I would prefer to drink. So whatever this is, if this is the MGP, I think this tastes the best. Baker's, Russell's. Although honestly, I think these two are fairly interchangeable for me. It just kind of depends on if this one might be a little bit more smooth and peanut buttery, and this one might have like a tiny bit more like punch to it, maybe on the Russells. And then this one is just, to me, the proof. If you want a lower proof, I think this is not terrible, but it's a lower proof, and I think this is just kind of an outlier for me. So probably my least favorite.
Okay, yeah. I mean, a lot of those similar thoughts. Whatever this one is, I think sucks. I do think it is the Highwest Bourye. I did not, when I first sipped it, I did not think it had any rye whatsoever. And then when I went back to it, on the nose, I could start to pick out just like a little bit of pickle, which makes me think that there is some rye in it. And then when I went back to it again,
no nose, man,
dude. And then when I went back to it again, it just made me sick. So it fucking sucks. I do think it's there. There
it's
isn't
hot garbage that cooled back.
Yeah,
off.
there isn't like anything like super offensive. So I do think that for folks who might prefer a lower proof bourbon or rye, that they might gravitate to this more. It is just the flattest whiskey I've had in a long time. There's nothing super offensive about it, but I cannot think of a less tasting bourbon or rye that I've had, maybe ever. So special place to what I assume is the Highwest Bourye. Okay, the next three are all, I think, pretty good. Now, I mean, different price points. So you've got 150 and then 60 and 60. But they are, I would drink all of these. Okay. So I definitely think this is the MGP rye. It's got a lot of classic rye notes, mint, pickle. It also leaves like a little bit of numbness on my tongue. I don't know if you got that when you were drinking it, which is also something that I
Let's
can get
drink it right now and find out.
from ryes a little bit, is it just leaves my tongue a little bit numb.
Need to work that tongue more.
It's not what your wife said. Which is awkward because she just
It's, I mean, to me, this one just
I didn't really
tastes
mean that.
like the highest proof. This one tastes like the highest proof,
Yeah.
and it's just mint and dill,
Yeah.
like
The
so
other-
strong.
The other thing on the
Gotta
rye
be
though is
good.
I will say this, these two are about the same, so 55 and 53 and a half. This is higher, right?
It's 118, yeah.
I don't taste the proof on
I taste more proof on that one.
it. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't.
I do.
I know. And then,
Especially
I think,
now. Go back to it.
I'm gonna eat my words if I'm wrong.
I think this
but
is
I do taste more.
I think this is the Baker's 13. I did not, this is like the whole like mind thing, right? Where I would not have pointed out the peanut butter until you said it. And then once you introduce that note, and we may not be drinking the same glass,
We could be wrong. Yeah.
but now I'm like, oh,
Both of us could be wrong.
obviously this is the Baker's 13. And then when I did first drink this, I thought it had wild turkey notes, a little bit more cinnamon. I think it is like a less good version of a lot of the wild turkeys that I've had. This last year's Russell's Reserve pick that we had in the calendar is one of my favorite bottles that we had. This I do not think is as good as last year's pick, but it is good. I kind of agree with, this is one of those things where like, if I was gonna have a pour, I would take the Baker's 13. If I was going to buy another one of these bottles, I would buy the Russells because I don't have a strong preference for one or the other, and one of them is 60 and the other one is 150. And so like, this is like
The value argument is
this
strong.
This is like an 8 and this is like a 7.5, right? I do think that the Baker's is like more complex. I think you get more things out of it. I think you can taste the age a little bit more. I think it drinks darker. But fuck, dude.
Is it
90
double? Is it double? Is it double?
Triple?
No.
Yeah.
$90 more for it. That said, I wouldn't kick the Baker's out of bed. So I still think it is good. I think all three of these are good. I did not like this one. So that is where I'm at. What about you?
Yeah. So even just off nosing these, like there's one that stands out that is just not good. You can use it as water to dilute your other drinks. It's just not. There's nothing here. I feel like they diluted this down to
I think it's
sell
gonna
it.
be so funny when we have different ones.
But I did get here by process.
What do
of
you mean you got
elimination.
no proof on this one?
But I got there by process of elimination.
Yeah.
Honestly, like so. One stood out as not good, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So there was one that stood out as the best for me,
Okay.
which was it has to be a rye for me,
Okay.
and I think it has more proof. I think it's an MGP rye because I think most MGP ryes are solid. So I said best was number one. Something is bad.
Okay.
And then the other two are almost interchangeable, but I wouldn't put them at an 8. I'd put them more like at a 4.5 to 6. I think they're mid. I don't think either one of them was
Well,
great.
you're
And I like turkey juice, and I like Baker's, but like if I'm spending the money, I'd buy a Baker's 7 over a Baker's 13. And Russell's, it's a gamble. If you get a great bottle like
What's
last year's
your-
calendar,
What's an
great.
E.H. Taylor single barrel?
Price wise?
No, what's your like if that's
Rating?
like a 5. Let's say those average out to a 5. What's an E.H. Taylor single barrel?
7.5.
5. These are not. I think if I have an E.H. Taylor single barrel in these, I
You think they
I'd
compete?
rate them
Okay.
all down.
Yeah, I think they're maybe just because like I'm
That's the
digging this
class.
rye.
That's the class I would put these at.
Okay, I think
I want to
I
get to
think
the
they're less.
reveal. I want to find
Yeah.
out if
So-
we're. Right
Here's
now,
the-
I feel like we may be to 100% aligned.
When-
Right
when
now.
I-
So like, I'm gonna tell you, this is the MGP Roseville.
Yeah.
This is the Russell's
Okay.
turkey juice.
Okay.
This is Baker's 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Overpriced for what we're getting.
Yeah.
And I've always
It's
thought
okay.
that because the Baker's 7 I
It's okay.
love. And I'm sorry, High West. I love
Okay,
your Midwinter's Night
here's-
Dram. This is hot garbage cooled off, or that it's just water.
I want the audience to know when we started this the first time going through, we were like, "Oh, we're gonna look real bad." I have never been more confident in one. That we are both all aligned, and that we know every one of these things.
I
I
think
can tell you
the-
right now,
I could miss
we
the middle
fucking
two.
nailed this. There is zero chance that we did not get these right. That is how supremely confident I am. Fuck you guys. Let's do this. Okay, everybody pick what you think is the High West.
The High West.
The High West.
the
Garbage?
last
I
question,
think
garbage.
garbage. Wait,
Okay,
High
ready?
West? I
Okay.
think. Okay.
H.
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 Hey! All right, let's go. So we all had second to worst as being the Russells.
Nope,
So,
I had the Bakers.
okay, let's just
Okay,
pick
well-
which one you think is the Russells.
Russell's.
Yeah,
Okay.
Russell's.
Russells
R.
Oh!
Red.
Loser!
Oh!
That's the Baker's 13.
Oh, this is the Bakers. Okay. Well, I got the red.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, now pick what you think is the Baker's 13.
Okay,
Which,
well,
Okay,
obviously,
that'd be the other
this is the
mid, right?
Russell.
which is the
Red
Reds.
spread.
Yeah.
R.
Okay, so you got it.
Yeah.
And
And then the last one
MGP
is the
rye.
And then
MGP
MGP.
rye.
All right.
Yeah, it just
okay.
says rye. Hey, that was pretty
All
good.
right.
Well, you know,
Two
listen.
of the three of us know our
Well, but that means that you guys actually had the exact same order.
No, you and I had the same one because we
no,
got
no,
it
no.
right.
I had the Baker's 13.
No, in terms of
ranking.
favorites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you guys.
I had
You guys.
Russell second.
Yeah, and he had Russell second.
No, I had Russell's third.
No,
No,
you
you
got
got it
your
wrong.
numbers wrong. You got your glasses wrong. So what you thought was Russell's was actually
Right. Okay. The red was Baker's. Okay.
yeah, and then what you thought was Baker's was actually Russell's. So
Oh.
you guys
So
had
you
the
were
same
picking
thing.
up a little bit of peanut on the Russells, which is fine. It happens.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
it wasn't a
that
lot.
means that you
Yeah.
were picking up peanut butter around the Russells.
Yeah, I was.
Somehow.
Hey,
Yeah.
I honestly like one of the
Either that
easier
or-
lines we've done.
Either that or whoever poured this
Yeah.
fucking poured it.
I like this format. I think that like I thought that the Bourye.
Do you want my Bourye?
I thought that picking the Bourye would be really hard
I did too.
in this
I
group.
thought it would be hard.
But honestly, it was so bad.
I did think it was gonna kind of like blend in.
Yeah.
Because
If
it's
those,
like a
if those
bourbon.
other two had been more
But the
unknown,
proof-
not
proof-
a beam or a turkey product,
Yeah.
like if you had thrown in something there I'd never had,
Yeah.
I'd have been like,
But the
"Oh."
proof is 10% less.
I-
Pick another.
That was the only one that stuck out on proof to me.
Yeah.
Like if you
I
put
low. It
still,
was
I
low.
still
It
don't
was
think
low.
I do not. You guys.
if
said-
you put a broken fence bourbon in there,
dude, there,
like a no-name bourbon,
I don't think
like-
I don't think you could go on your shelf and find a worse bottle than that Bourye. And that Bourye.
okay, I will go do that.
That,
You
no,
drink it.
let's wrap up the video. And that Bourye is $125.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
Fuck
like,
that.
I think it's
that Knob Creek Bourye Rye is
And you
$40
know what?
and it's solid.
And you know why I got
Just
it?
try Knob Creek.
Was
people.
because fucking what's that bourbon channel with the two bourbon bros? Bourbon Junkies?
yeah.
Bourbon Junkies went off about how good the 2024 Bourye was, and I was like, oh well, we got to try to do one for the calendar. And so we sourced it from Seattle. Martin was like, oh, you're not going to get it for less than 140. And I was like, well then we'll fucking wait. And then a week later, the guy's like, okay, I'll come back at 125, and I was like, fine. Which was so really we paid.
I don't think it's worth 125.
we paid less than retail for it. I wouldn't pay $40 for it.
It's not. Listen, it's not.
It's a poured out. No.
It's not terrible. It's just.
I'm not even sure it's worth putting in cocktails because it's gonna do nothing.
I agree with that.
I feel like
100%.
I feel like
It's
there could
not
be some
bad.
potential there if it was in like the 105 to 110 proof, maybe.
What is this? Smell it.
What did you just do, Chris?
Let's just smell it.
Oh. This is that malted bullshit. Isn't it? This is that fucking malt or whatever the fuck.
Oh my god, dude, that is so funny. All
Dude,
right,
this
well,
is the Woodford. This is the Woodford malted shit, dude. Fuck
listen,
that.
I'm looking
God,
forward.
that sounds
I'm looking forward to doing another one of these. We'll continue to kind of try to balance.
Is that 4 malt or whatever the fuck it is, Ronnie? Is that what it is? Yes, it is. I knew it. I'm so scarred from a year ago that I know exactly what that is.
You said you wanted something that was not good. I found one.
Happy fucking Christmas days 1 through 4.
Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was terrible. All right, that was good.
That was super fun.
Yeah.
That was pretty. We're done. Okay, you guys ready? All right, here we go. Okay,